This is beef bourguignon. It's a hearty, rich stew, and then our country would be called beef stew.
Yes.
The difference being?
Red wine.
Yes. There's no red wine in beef stew, which is such a shame.
It is, well.
It's a little bit of technique, but it's not hard. What I have here is chuck. Big chunks of chuck, and I've seared off some already. And then I have some red wine vinegar, some beef stock, some soy sauce, some miso, garlic, salt, bay leaves. I've made this so many times. I always play with it. I love to just like adjust. And I think you'll like this one. All right, we're gonna get this beautiful rondeau cast iron. In this is the oil from this. What is this, Jeff? The
Pancetta.
Pancetta. Now, you can use streaky bacon. You can use even guanciale. But guanciale, it's a bit too much flavor. And I cut it a little smaller than normal, right?
Toe. He's dipping his
And I am
toe.
actually not gonna cook it in there. This is a garnish. So, we got that crisp. We left the oil in there, right? Really hot, okay? You want it really hot. And then we're gonna salt this really with authority, as my friend Mark Murphy says.
What up, Mark?
Season with authority.
Murphy Beach.
Murphy Beach.
Going down.
I don't put pepper in this because I feel, for me, I don't like pepper on a sear because I feel it gets bitter. So just salt, okay?
You can always pepper later, right?
Yes.
It gets better
so,
flavor.
Great job.
Yep,
Sonny's
I'm working
making
for you.
carrots, some shallots. That's it. It's easy. This is really a peasant dish when you think of it. We're putting this in a very, very, very hot.
Peasant cooking is
Damn.
the best cooking. That's
What?
real peasant cooking. Just using the bits and working them.
Well, I think, we think beef bourguignon, but it's just bourguignon just means from Burgundy, right?
From Burgundy.
And they have only Pinot Noir. They only make wine from one red grape in Burgundy, and that's Pinot Noir. So
And-
you would take a Pinot and cook it with the beef, and that would be the beef bourguignon, the expression of the area.
And we have that right here. It's a Pinot Noir. So this is the only thing that's going to happen on top of the stove. We're going to put this in the oven, right? So set your oven at about 300 degrees. I like to say it's going to cook forever. For me, anything over 2.5 hours is forever.
Yeah.
So
Seems like forever.
It's a long time, but this has to come out. It's nice golden brown. I have my pieces here. And now we're going to take some of the vegetables that... You want to dump that right in there for me?
Yeah, big old
Look at
chunky
that.
dump.
Just dunk it in right in there.
Chunky dump.
Put it right in, and in goes this, which is a what?
A bouquet garni.
Bouquet garni. I like bay leaves.
Ooh, triple threat.
Yeah, I like bay leaves. We're gonna let this just take some heat. We're gonna give some heat to this. It's gonna cook a long time, so we're not looking to get color on this. It's not the point of that whatsoever. After that has been in there for a bit, we're gonna take some garlic, tomato paste.
The tomato paste is important. It really builds the depth of flavor,
A
doesn't
little
it?
bit of sugar.
I agree.
And then let's get that in. You got to get that tomato paste hissed with heat. I like the one in the like toothpaste tube. I use it all the
Yeah.
time. I just love seeing it in my refrigerator and open on my drawer. Let's add the miso now, and then
Hey.
right after.
Alice,
Get it?
what do you think?
I
Miso
know.
is a very GZ move.
Sacré bleu.
That's not good.
Yeah. You gonna throw it out?
All right. So then we're gonna layer this back on top, and we're gonna fit it in tightly. You want this tight. It's really important. Okay. If it doesn't fit, we don't use it. I can get one more piece in here, and I'm gonna save this.
For like
For
another
the
meal.
dog.
Yeah, now comes le vino,
Le vino. Whoa.
Pour it on.
a good amount.
Oh, shit.
Shut up the pot. That's
And
what I'm
then we're
talking
gonna
about.
put
Up.
the
Oh, it
soy.
smells so good. So
All right.
is the soy sauce and the miso there to build the flavor and
Yes.
give you the umami?
Yes, we get 2.5, 3 hours in there. It's gonna be amazing. Okay, then
Okay.
broth.
A little bit
And then we're gonna
shock.
cover this.
Oh, wow.
So this is gonna go in a 300-degree oven that's preheated in the middle of the oven for at least 2.5 hours. It needs time. And what it does to the smell in the house is remarkable, so you don't wanna rush
What
it.
are we looking for, though?
You're looking for like fall apart, but just the right amount of reduction so the sauce is made. That's the secret. Gotta keep it in there. Now, let's just start our garnish, which is very simple. I have your favorite, frozen
Pearl onions. Yeah,
peeled.
don't do the work. Get them frozen. They're already
Butter.
chopped for you.
I'm gonna get the onions in here, no salt, And then I'm gonna sear these a bit. We'd have these beautiful mushrooms that we've cooked together with cooked pearl onions from the freezer section.
Freezer section.
It's a shortcut.
Look
And I
at
put
you,
it,
Jesus.
I know. And I've done them separately. A lot of bourguignons are cooked together. I don't like that. I feel it interferes with the cooking of the beef. There's too much going on in that pan to cook these properly. I don't want them pureed. So I want a little bite to them. So what do I have here? The reveal.
Okay. Voila.
Oh, come on.
So now we have to decant like a wine. So we're gonna just tighten the sauce up by reducing it, but why don't we reduce it with everything in it? We're taking it out.
So you don't want to overcook the beef.
Yeah, and I don't want to lose the quality. So here we
Wow.
have,
Smorgasbord.
yeah, we're gonna take this out, right?
Being a show off.
You're such a show-off.
I am slow, show off.
Showboating Sammy over here.
I'm gonna put this here,
And big pieces of beef.
big pieces of beef here.
Dude.
They're not like little dainty.
No.
This is not a dainty dish.
So now we're gonna reduce this down. I have one done already. All right, look at this. And this is the reduced, it's all it is reduced. There's nothing else, there's no flour. You can add a beurre manier or cornstarch. I just don't like it.
Excuse me, translation of a beurre manier?
Butter and flour, you know, why do that?
One part, one part.
Manier means like
With it in the hand.
handled, so
You
mixed
handle the butter.
together. and
Back
then-
in the
I
swimming
usually
pool.
mix it in my hands before I put it into the pot.
That's
Love it.
pretty much it. And what this is in the pot. I like to serve it in the pot, put it on a trivet in this because we are in a bistro. We don't want it, it's not fancy. So
Not fancy.
the last step is to take some of this and just cascade.
Cascade it.
Top.
Good.
Okay?
Cascade it.
So now we have the integrity of the mushrooms, a few of these,
Ooh, a little pancetta
and we are
bites.
almost ready to serve. To this, we add, very important, a lot of parsley. And I like to let it sit with the parsley and hang out with the parsley because I swear the parsley gets into that sauce. It's such a great flavor. So I've sprinkled the pancetta on top of this, the onions and the mushrooms, and I put a touch of red wine vinegar. That's okay.
Look at that spoon.
Look at that.
Oh, Bourguignon.
I would take
Bourguignon
braised
yummy.
beef over expensive cut of steak any day of the week.
I think you're right.
Little chives, because we're in.
This avant-garde plating. is
Wow, a
incredible.
little side pony for
I
it.
feel really a side pony.
Yeah.
Wow.
We?
Man, I wish
no?
I had a goblet of Burgundy right now. I mean, what the hey?
Yeah, where's our red wine, Geoffrey?
I mean, it's a bistro show. I haven't had one sip of wine. Or
I know. It's a dry town.
Wow.
Dare I say, it's almost better the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Let me get in there.
les
in there.
incompetents.
Bon appétit, tout le monde.
Yes, sir. Capiche.
This is what you might call a humble, like a humble, belly-warming comfort
Yeah.
food combination.
It is.
But there is so much at work here.